They have to do it, after all. Hi friends, it's Andriy Vasylenko, musician, teacher and a big fan of Metallica. It's been almost 36 years since a reserved teenager from LA met a stinky Danish one, both obsessed with the new wave of British heavy metal. Who might suppose that these two guys would come along? And you know the rest of the story. And now they are in their 50s, still kicking ass. Metallica is also known as a band that is always looking for some new crap to step into. This attitude has led to practically everything that happened to the band. Musical experiments, production screw-ups, money-sucking projects such as on festivals and 3D movie. So here's Metallica's checklist of the last decade. To play on all continents, check!
Yeah!
To play with old bandmates, check!
Yeah!
To play Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets and the Black Album completely live, check! To collaborate with a pop star, check! Anyway, in this video, I'd like to share my thoughts on what Metallica should do to complete their mission on the Earth before they retire. You know it's gonna happen sooner or later. While their hands are still working and minds are clear, some things must be done that we, the fans, are waiting so hard. And I'll tell you straight away that I don't think that Saint Anger should be re-recorded, remastered, remixed or whatever. They better spend the time on recording some new songs than on stirring up old shit just to record drums again. You know that Saint Anger remixing of the album would make no sense if the snare is the same. So let's appreciate the album as it is and as a part of Metallica's history. But there's one album that is waiting to be remixed properly, and you know what I'm talking about. Some of you may say that Justice doesn't need any remixing. This is the sound that made it legendary. And I can agree, but if it's gonna be remixed, nobody's going to erase or make illegal to listen to the old version. You can find on YouTube an unofficial remix of Injustice for All called Injustice for Jason. And recently Metallica released a remastered Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning and now Master of Puppets. So all is coming to make the bass louder. And there's one more reason to make it happen. My personal wish. To stop that annoying meme about there's no bass in Justice. As one wise man said,
No, it's a little stock.
which is actually another annoying meme. Talking about bass parts, I'm sure that a lot of you would love to have isolated bass tracks from such songs as The Four Horsemen, Damage Inc., To Live to Die, and The Call of Cthulhu. Now we have stems, isolated tracks for each instrument and vocals for only 42 Metallica songs, and all of them were taken from Guitar Hero. But there are 70 more that fans like me so desire to get in pieces, and not just for figuring out what Cliff or Jason did on the records, and also to hear all the details of guitars and vocals that are not so audible in the mix, plus maybe to make own remixes. The most wanted stem is the Call of Cthulhu bass track. And write in comments what's yours. So all the songs from 1983 to 1991 have already met stage, and some of them, such as The Struggle Within, My Friend of Misery, Escape, Don't Tread on Me, were played for the first time only when Metallica did the albums at one shot. This thing to perform songs never performed had begun when Robert Trujillo joined the band. So they finally got the courage to manage Dire Eve, kind of, Orion, To Live Is to Die, The Fragrance of Sanity, and there's a bunch of other songs ready to go. I personally expect Fixer the most, and also To Live Is to Die Take 2, since this song deserves a better performance, not being rushed too much, and James being in charge of his own solo. Let me know in comments what's the most expected song to be played live. They all got money and recognition. They all shared the stage on the Big Four tour. So maybe just for one time, when they still can hold guitars and sing, a song featuring both Metallica and Dave Mustaine. I'm not hoping for a whole album, just one damn track, and all the best they can do for it. Or even a song featuring all the members of the Big Four. It worked on a collective DVD, so they already knew how to handle all the copyright stuff. I believe it would be a great closing chapter of their journey as the fathers of thrash metal, and also as a tribute to Cliff, to Gar, to Jeff, to Nick, and every thrasher who passed too early. As always, I expect your thoughts in comments. Subscribe to my channel if you're a fan of metal and Metallica, and if you like what I'm doing, become my Patreon. It really helps me. Thanks for watching, guys. It's Andriy Vasylenko. Be metal.